It's Betano-The Next Titan Season 10 in association with FCMB. Previously on The Next Titan.
Jeremiah. Chibuke. Cardoso. You are all evicted. Both teams are winners. So it's a tie.
Start of another new week for these contestants, and they kick it off with a visit to Lifemate, a key sponsor of Betano-The Next Titan Nigeria show. They are welcomed by the managing director, Mr. Lee. Besides the orientation session, each contestant gets a hands-on experience of what being a sales rep for Lifemate is like. Also, they are tasked to make an advert promo for the Lifemate brand.
You're also going to learn things, okay? Because the tasks that you are going to be doing, maybe after this, you'll know the tasks that you will be doing. So I just hope that you put your hearts, you put your mind to it, and everything will go smoothly, okay? And just joining us here is our MD. So welcome him, person of Mr. Leo, that's his name, okay? So I think that's basically all. So let me don't stress us too much because we have very huge tasks.
So we are here as sales representative for Lifemates for today. So we're going to make a great sales for Lifemates. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Are you sure? Okay, how many of you are ready to be?
Christmas is around the corner, and I promise to give my home a beautiful festive makeover this year.
No last-minute rush. It's time to give my space a serious festive glow up.
Wow, I stumbled on Lifemate Furniture. Honestly, love our foresight.
They have everything. Sofas, beds, and even decor sets. And the style, super classy.
It's Christmas promo. Up to 55% off. 55%. From November 1st to December 31st. Say no more.
Yes. You and I can enjoy up to 55% off our purchase this Christmas season. Are you not excited?
Whether it's a new sofa or a dining set for the holiday feast, or even just a stylish upgrade, Lifemates got you.
You can visit any of our showrooms or shop online at www.lifemate.com today.
Lifemate?
Your Lifemates forever.
Welcome to a new week, and congratulations to the top 7. We did it. I mean, it's not easy.
The journey so far has 7 contestants left. Chibuke, the former house captain, has been evicted. Jennifer, the life of the party, stands in for him to moderate the process of getting a new house captain.
So if you're interested in captaining our house this week, can you please indicate interest by the show of hands?
The takers for this position are Pell and Moses. By a number of 4, voting decides that Moses is the new house captain.
We have the house captain of the week, Moses Ayemla. Congratulations. Well, welcome. I know you. It feels nice to be house captain.
Okay, while waiting for our tax, we're going to select a leader. That is the team leader for the tax. We don't know whether the tax is going to be a single tax or for 2 different groups. But before then, let's say it's going to be a single tax. So we're going to select a team lead. But this time around, we're going to do something different. We're going to play a game. So I'm going to divide you guys into 2 groups.
In this game, they divide themselves into 2 groups. Moses, the house captain, is exempted from playing. Hope, the only other guy remaining, gets autonomy to choose 2 ladies to join him. He and his lady companions are one group, then the other ladies are now the second group. In the first half of the game, the groups play against each other. They are at an impasse about who should play first amongst the groups. They settle it by playing the old age game of rock, paper, scissors. It's settled. Hope's group will play first. Moses is exempted from playing the game. He is the moderator. On the table is a hexagram board numbered 1 to 14, all covered by paper tags. Each contestant take turns in opening the tag. You are opening 3 tags at a time, which should be numerically sequential in order. For example, you open 1, 2, 3. If perhaps you open 1, 2, and 4, that means you now know where 1, 2, and 4 are. But you need to find number 3. However, it's time for the next player to play. That means the next player needs to pay attention to the first player to know the sports that has the numbers, so as it is easy for he or she to play their turn while looking for the next number 3. The player who is able to figure out the highest range of numbers sequentially in 5 minutes wins for their group. Then, in the next stage, the winners from both groups will face off each other. In Moses' group, they've managed to find the spots of 1 and 2, but number 3 seems to be a hard find. Eventually, Pearl finds 1 to 7 and she wins. In the other group, Stephanie, Precious, and Shirley, they easily find 1, 2, and 3, but 4 seems to be the brain cracker. Eventually, Precious finds 1 to 6. She wins in her group.
So we have our 2 finalists, Precious and Pearl, the 2 P's. That is good. Oh my God, what am I saying? Betano, Lifemate. This is great. Yeah. No, how spiritual is. So
now the 2 P's, Precious and Pearl, both on black and black attire, face off. Humorously, the next round is tagged Betano versus Lifemate. Who will win?
Hey.
Precious unintendedly wins. She is the leader of the group.
Precious, congratulations.
She's the winner, right?
She's the winner, yeah.
Oh, hi guys.
Hi guys.
All right, I'll just read the tax brief so we can get on with it. Tax execution. You are expected to work as project consultants to the Next Titan by organizing a campus activation project. The team is to visit a university or a polytechnic, host interactive sessions or mini challenges that engages students through fun activities and promote entrepreneurship among students on campus. You are free to seek partners who may want to support your entrepreneurship development events by leveraging on your objective to igniting entrepreneurial spirit of students on campus. The activation must take place on a university or polytechnic campus in Lagos. You are allowed to visit a minimum of 1 campus and very ambitious and a maximum of 2. Maximum of 2. How many people want to listen before?
Yes. Continue.
Yeah, I love it.
It's okay.
Each contestant must take an active role in planning, logistics, and execution to demonstrate teamwork and leadership. The entrepreneurship event on campus should include key engagement activities such as a short entrepreneurship talk or mini challenge for students. Fun, this is 2, fun and interactive games that reflect the Next Titan's values, such as pitch like a Titan. 3, conversation sessions on the importance of entrepreneurship while also introducing the Next Titan. Contestants should create a digital engagement movement. For example, a hashtag challenge or social media post encouraging students to share their Titan spirit. All activities must be documented through photos, videos showing energy, creativity, and participation. The team lead will submit a full report of the task, including personal contributions. The board will assess the task based on the following criteria: turnout and participation of students, attendance of guests and partners, level of impact, coordination and general execution, presentation to the board. Best of luck, Karibuka, board chairman. How are we feeling, guys?
Now they are poised to find a brand name and slogan as expected. It becomes a laborious process. Finally, they dial it down between Matrix X and Bridgepoint Consult. After much back and forth, by voting, they are forced to settle with Matrix X. Next is the tagline. It's a banter between Think Big, Build Bold, and Plug In, Power Up. They vote and settle with Think Big, Build Bold. Matrix X, Think Big, Build Bold.
All right. Matrix X,
Think Big, Build Bold.
All right.
After that ordeal, they take a recess from which they will convene at a later time in the night to finalize on the T's and the I's of the rest of their outing plan for tomorrow.
Hi guys, so it's movement day today. So we're going out today, we're trying to find our venue, we're trying to find partnerships. Then our point of movement hasn't changed, has just, been tweaked a bit. Unilag, if not feasible, Yaba Tech, then our missing.
It's day one. Team leader Precious spells out the targets for their outing. Find a venue, get partnership, drop by at some universities like Unilag and Yaba Tech. Got their work cut out for them. At Yaba Tech, they meet with Mr. Olalekan Alaba, the representative of Yaba College Administration. They need him to confirm a likely partnership with them for their event. The team needs to assess the school's pavilion so they can have their event there.
You, the student the student affairs unit and the student union.
Yes.
So they are to do the mobilization of students for you. And we, on my own, I'm going to request for approval of that the usage of the pavilion through the Directorate of Sports.
Yes.
So that will be fine.
Yes.
It's okay. And when you get your 40 minutes, we sit down and
Wholeheartedly, we accept.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And at the same time, we'll look into it to see how we can put in our best for you to get desirable results you all can get.
They also stop by at Trinity University. It's a meeting with the Dean of Students, who serves as an intermediary to the Vice Chancellor's office. It's this office that is responsible for either approving or disapproving these contestants' requests. They surely hope for the former.
Dean of our students, your letter will receive adequate attention. But whatever we discuss here, we still have our Vice Chancellor who will give a final approval. Whatever we do here is just to do a kind of preliminary discussion and get the idea better so that we can...
Progressive steps have been made on the first day. The next day, Pearl dials up the morale of the team.
Hi guys.
It's day 2 of the tax outing.
Well
Team
done.
lead Jennifer boosts her team's morale. In that same spirit, she announces a reward of an outing to the premiere of the film Osademe, a film produced by Lillian Olubi, a board member of The Next Titan, Season 10. The next day, Pearl dials up the morale of the team because it's the D-Day of the event.
Matrix Alright, you guys, I'm so excited. Today is execution day. And you guys, I'm so positive about today. We have all the right structures put in place. There is nothing that can make it go wrong.
Next Titan supports things like this. So am I going to see any of you in the future years, maybe next year, Titan?
Sweet. And even beyond the money, right? What this does is that it puts you in like an academy. So us, we've been at this for 10 weeks. So for 10 weeks, we've been in an academy. We've been getting into other business sectors. In 10 weeks, I've done consulting business. I've done marketing business. Nothing will I never do. You understand?
Things and compromise. No, there are shows and activities that you can engage in that reward excellence. And the Next Titan is one of those programs that reward excellence. So that's what we're here to preach today.
With the Yaba Tech event executed, they move quickly to Trinity University. Here, they have a much favorable turnout.
Good afternoon.
The attendees have a moment to share their hopes and ambitions.
Primarily, we are all contestants, all of us wearing these blue shirts are all contestants on the Next Titan reality TV show. So the platform allows young entrepreneurs to innovate, to be creative, and to bring out their very best selves to even impact the next generation. And that's why, it's part of what it is we're doing here. We would also be having a pitching competition. So not even just showing you or giving you information, we want to also allow you to practically show this, and would also be encouraging the people.
The team also conducts a game session. A lot of grateful winners.
It's basically trying to bring all these business ventures, including the ones my co-speakers have said, into one box and delivering it to the students. My pitch or my business idea is a photography service. Essentially, if you want to take a picture, like a quick picture, or like more like a photo op, essentially, I'll be on standby, or my people will be on standby, and they'll be ready and willing to take your pictures.
The name of my brand is Prince Wool. From the name, you already know that it's a crocheting business.
The Fifth Box is a gifting brand that it's not just gifting, it gives intentional experience.
So my business is about cleanliness, like you're going to have a good bedding, and you don't even need capital to start it.
What are the traction been so far? Are people buying?
People are buying, basically. Let's say matured mind. The winner of the Pitch It to Win It goes to Masade.
90% of the tax is done, but they still need to send in a thorough report to the board when they arrive at the Betano-Titan house before the deadline. The title sponsors of the Next Titan Season 10, Betano, is also a front jersey sponsor of the football club Aston Villa. The contestants were guests at their match play, a needed opportunity to unwind from the intense demands of the tax from the board. Unlike other past weeks, since no one was on probation from last week's tax, everyone here is at the boardroom unsure about the outcome of today's session. They can only hope for favorable odds. Presiding for the board is Chris Parks, alongside Eric Anthony, winner of Season 9's Next Titan Nigeria show. He serves as a guest judge today. He's allowed a moment of introduction to the contestants.
And I'd like to introduce Eric Anthony to you, who is the winner of Season 9. And the man himself. Welcome. Have a seat. So, just for the sake of how they understand the role afterwards, how is your life developed after the Next Titan as a winner?
I mean, as they would have noticed, right, the academy makes you feel like nothing is impossible. You know, it gives you that feeling of, if I need to get something done, I can get it done. You know, and I don't need 6 months. I can do it in 2 days. So that's been very useful, you know, especially in the country. So I think that's the biggest thing that I've taken from from being in the academy. Yeah.
Have you been watching the show?
I have, actually. It's my favorite show.
Really? Well done. Good choice. What do you think so far?
Well, I think we have we have some pretty good contestants, right? Not as good as my set, but but I think everybody's fantastic. I've been following up. I've watched a couple of you pitch and present and stuff. So I think we have some pretty good people in the set.
Good. Hopefully there's one that will stand out.
Hopefully.
Okay. As you know, there's no probation period today. Both of you won the task last time, and I think that was brilliant. Very impressed, and it was such a tight scoring point of view that you drew. And you don't often see that. I've often seen a failure, but I haven't often seen a draw. So that's good news. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
OK, we're going to come to the business of the day. I'm going to give the team lead 3 minutes to give an overview about the project and the contributions of her team members, to give an account on what she thought of them. And then I want the team members will also come up and have 2 minutes to talk about their own contributions. So if we could start with the presentation, please.
Good day, board. At the beginning of the week, we set out with one mission: to ignite the Titan spirit to young entrepreneurs in campuses. And I'm glad to say that we delivered. We had 5 major pillars that we used to pass across this message and to deliver on this task. The first one was the publicity drive that we had in Yaba College of Technology. We went in, we met with the students' dean, and then we were able to access the students, tell them about the Next Titan, tell them how to enroll on the Next Titan, and talk to them about entrepreneurship in general. We also had at Trinity University, like you saw, the Pitch It to Win It competition, which is actually a mini model of this show. So we showed them that they can come and actually talk about their businesses and hear feedback from judges, and they actually went home with cash prizes. The top 3 winners actually went home with cash prizes of 170,000 naira total.
All right, thank you, sir. We didn't just stop there. The 3 other core pillars that we executed was the entrepreneurship panel session, where we had ex-Titan come talk about their entrepreneurship journey and their startup journey to all of the students who are also willing to key into this entrepreneurship plug. And also, we also had a financial workshop, which was facilitated by one of our core sponsors, which is Rockshield Microfinance Bank, who trained the students on how to access business funds and also how to manage credit score. And the highlight of our event for the day was creating the Trinity Titan Academy. And this was the biggest one, whereby we are creating a community of students that will be connected to mentors, connected to information, and connected to financiers who are going to take them from the point where they are right now to the point where they want their dream to be.
Yes, so if we're able to do that in just 72 hours and create impact that is sustainable, imagine what we can do with the rest of our lives. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, 2 minutes for each of the team members to give an account of their individual contributions.
Thank you, board. I remain Ejinkonya Stephanie Monachimso. On this particular task, my focus was to create something that would far outlive us even after we left the campus. I personally conceptualized and proposed the Pre-Titan Academy, which is now known as the Trinity Titan Academy. This was modeled after our School of Advocacy, which I presided over as Chief Judge of the Law Students Association in my university days. The report that you see before you today, I drafted it and made sure that it had all the information that was necessary, as well as compiling all the information that was on the drive. I cross-functioned as well on that day, ensuring that everything ran smoothly, helping with the refreshments department and even the anchoring and supervising the DJ. So those were my contributions on this particular task. Thank you, board.
Thank you.
For this task, I was the one that initiated contact and established contact with the Dean of Student Affairs at Yaba, and I got the approval for the school to be used for publicity campaign, and I coordinated it all at the Yaba College of Education. I was also the budget and finance lead, which means that all the funds that we needed for the event was paid into my account. So I managed the disbursement to every vendor, and I ensured accountability and transparency. At Trinity University, I also worked with Stephanie for the report and attendance and registration of all the students that were present. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I, being a licensed officer between my team and Trinity University, where we executed the mission, all of the information flowed through me to my team, and from my team to the other team. And the post-execution, I also led my team in courtesy visits to all of the stakeholders that we brought in for the event. So these are my contributions to the execution of the task. Thank you, sir.
I came up with the idea of bringing in mentors to come and talk to these students and take them throughout the journey of the entrepreneurship. I also brought in a sponsor, Garland Foundation, who is very big on entrepreneurship, as that's what they do, normally. I also was in charge of covering the entire event from beginning to end and translating that into what you had seen on screen and also in the reports. I also liaised with other members of the team to make sure that everything else was going smoothly during the duration that we were there. Thank you.
And I was part of the team that went to the Rothschild Microfinance Bank and were able to secure 750,000 naira that same day. And also, I'm the one that was in charge of logistics and also refreshment that same day. So this is my contribution that day. Thank you, sir.
At the end of the total project, under my leadership, we were able to secure 1.4 million naira in funding, cash and in kind, a reach of 750 students, as well as 5 partnerships. Thank you very much.
Good day, board. My name is Jennifer Ugwoke, and in this task, I functioned as the event director, which means that I coordinated the event vision, the team, and the design. I also coordinated activities like the pitch competition, the entrepreneurship panel session, and other activities. I also handled and coordinated the venue setup and decor. Aside from that, my other contributions also spans across serving as the official MC for the event. I also was the official red carpet host, and pre-event, I created the Google form link that was used to collect the data of the participants digitally. I also created and designed the attendance sheet that helped the attendance and reporting team to collect the attendance of these participants. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we come to the bit which is called Crossfire. You probably all know what that is. I want you to critique how your team members either performed or didn't perform up to expectation during the task. Given that the stress on each of you was probably more than would normally be because of the numbers, and you also have the opportunity to comment, if you like, or critique the current speeches that were made about the importance of entrepreneurship. So it's a wider selection for you to choose from. I just want to hear maybe 2, 3, 4 questions from various people or comments. The floor is yours. Jennifer, you start.
My question goes to Stephanie. I would like to ask you, I noticed that the report that you shared on the group at 7:58 p.m. on Friday had some discrepancies to the one I eventually discovered was submitted. So I need to understand what was that about and how you came about those discrepancies and what happened.
Is that all?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So the report that I generated and sent to the group, rightly so, I actually finished that report on Friday because I intended for it to be submitted on Friday. However, I was met by the team lead sometime around midnight on Friday, which was when she was able to get round to reading it and reviewing it. And she had some inputs, some suggestions, I think specifically to some suggestions that I didn't particularly agree with to include in the report. So I gave her access to the document. I just thought, you take access to the document, and then she made her corrections or whatever. Because in my report, what I reported about Yaba Tech activation being a drive-through, she was not comfortable with that phrasing, and she felt it did not capture everything that we supposedly did at Yaba Tech. So the report that I saw was an updated report this morning, included things that she had added to the report, which was not what I initially had submitted to the group, in order to convey what she thought was a better idea of what happened. Thank you.
Yep.
I just like to comment on that and let it be on record that part of the things, discrepancies, quote and unquote, that were missing for the report was the entire summary of the actual events. The report that was first submitted by 7 p.m. did not have the names of the dignitary present, did not have the activities, the actual activities that happened in the event as relates to things the speaker spoke about, and everything in details, in rich details, what actually happened in the event. And it would be absurd to think that I, as a team lead, would allow that kind of report to go over to the board. Let it also be on record that the report was still sent in record time. We experienced some delays in the timing because the management of the show needed to take us to a particular place, and because of that, that was why the extension was given for the submission of the report, right? So the report was still sent in record time, but I could not allow under my supervision for that report, which I honestly consider as substandard, to be sent in. Thank you very much.
If I may, board, if I may, since we've brought it out to the table, the things that she actually wanted to do for the report was she wanted to pad the information and the figures. For example, what she calls our publicity campaign at Yaba Tech was not a publicity campaign. She had ensured that we sunk our limited resources into Yaba Tech, knowing fully well that there was no infrastructure on ground. They hadn't made any arrangements at Yaba Tech for us to go and do an activation. I was part of the delegation that went to Yaba Tech. When the idea was brought for Trinity University, we had everything in place. But because she did not want to offend her unholy alliance, she chose to divide the team on the morning of execution. On the very morning, we did not initially have a grand scheme to go to Yaba Tech and to Trinity. She came on the morning and said, let her friends go to Yaba Tech because they wanted to form a narrative. And she asked me to put in the report that we sensitized 250 people at Yaba Tech, which was not factual. And it was on the basis of this that I gave her access to the document. And she has come here to make it seem like the report was not comprehensive or anything. Including the names of speakers does not substantially change what the form of the report was. So that's my report, board. Thank you very much.
So part of the things that were not included in the report was a sponsor that I actually brought in. That was one of the things. And I had mentioned the sponsor, I had mentioned the sponsor on the group and said that they have given financial support, which I remitted to the person in charge of financials. So I was bamboozled when I saw that. First of all, it wasn't there. And secondly, the numbers you're talking about padding. I was in charge of media. I was there. I have footage of everything was uploaded to the drive. We went to, it was a publicity drive. We went there, we went to different parts of the school and we spoke to them. We have video evidences of people actually following the Next Titan, subscribing to their YouTube channel. So you coming here to downplay or underplay, I don't know if it's the classist thing, because this is a recurring theme with you. When there's this and there's this, you're always leaning towards the other direction. It's very classist. You've done it before. I've spoken about it before. You had the idea to bring Unilag, essentially, the first time. We went to Unilag, there was ASU strike. We went to Trinity, it was good. We went to Yaba, it was good. And we had already had a prior conversation about going to both schools. And I'm bringing this up because you didn't have a problem or an issue with a public school when you brought up the idea. When Unilag was not viable because they were an ASU strike, we brought in Yaba Tech, and you had an issue with it because of your classism.
I think these are very serious allegations. You cannot come here and tell me I'm being classist. You've been repeating it as if it is true, and that is not true. Don't call me classist, my dear. Don't you dare call me classist, because I can literally take action against you for calling me classist. Don't call names here. That is so uncouth of you. And then secondly, the person that she said, how much did your sponsor bring? Can you just say how much your sponsor brought?
How much did your sponsor bring?
Your sponsor brought 50,000 naira. This is the first time. Excuse me. On our sponsorship material, right? Was your sponsor's name there? Did it appear?
Why didn't it appear there?
I'm asking you, why did your sponsor's logo not appear? And you're asking me another question. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
You should actually
Let me tell you exactly. Let me tell you why your sponsor was not logo. This is the first time. Seeing that report today, that was the first time I saw that you brought a sponsor.
Enough, please.
If anybody can,
it was in the report. Why did the money come from?
Substantiate. You did not bring the sponsor. It was Precious's boyfriend that brought it. Precious's boyfriend. No, you didn't bring any sponsor.
His boyfriend. How dare you?
That's not true.
I don't care at this point in my life. That's fine. Thank you. We're going to have a short conversation between us, and I mean it will be short. So you will stay in the room while we discuss this. I would now like to ask Eric here to help us. Why have we got questions? I'd like Eric to start with some comments.
Okay, so the Trinity Titans idea was also good. So the only area I saw, quite some slacking was the social media campaign. If I'm not mistaken, your task also mentions that you're to create a digital campaign, right? Which is basically move things online. But I didn't see enough of that. So I clicked on the hashtag that you had, the picture to win it. Couldn't find anything. It was all random posts, right? Also seems like you didn't do a lot of post-event follow-up. As soon as the event ended, everything ended, there was no this is what's gonna happen after, just died down. Those are my general comments. And yeah, that's every other person, pretty good. That's just my general comments.
We have got a serious situation. You have created something that we have not had before. We have a banker as a sponsor for this show. You were completely wrong and out of order going to another microbank and asking them for sponsorship. You were wrong. So on this particular report of yours, you have failed. You have failed miserably. Moving on from that failure, hopefully to a little bit of success. Okay, the public have a voting on who they wish to save, and in their wisdom, they have picked Shirley. You are saved. Please leave the boardroom. bet you're relieved. We have, over the past few weeks, the judges have made notes and had discussions about who they want to save at this point in time. And I think that there are a couple of you that have come through over and over again as being very good at what you do. So it's a difficult decision to make, but I'm going on consensus. And the person that we are saving, Stephanie. Please leave the boardroom.
Thank you, board.
And be very relieved.
Oh my gosh.
There are 5 people who are staying. 2 of them have been saved. That means 3 more will be saved from here. 2 will go.
Now the judges will deliberate on which 2 must go home now.
Precious, you are saved. Jennifer, you are evicted.
Thank you, board.
Pearl, you are saved.
Thank you.
Moses,
Yes, sir.
you are evicted.
Moses and Jennifer have made it this far, but unfortunately, this is where their journey ends.
How will I describe my next certain experience and what I've learned so far? From the auditioning to the boot camp and to the house has been amazing and wonderful. At the boot camp, I met a lot of people that I thought would have made it to the house, but they couldn't make it. And from there, I had to just make friends because they were my friend. I have to learn to coexist with other people again, and it was difficult. It was a difficult one. Is that what I've learned so far? I learned to go out. Don't stay in one place. Believe in yourself. Go out there. Do what you need to do to succeed. Do all it takes, positively, not negatively. All you need to do just to make it work. Believe in yourself. That's one of the things I've learned so far. Just believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Anything is possible. So that's what I've learned so far in the house.
How will I describe my next Titan experience? I will describe my next Titan experience as having been intense, however life-changing. I mean, it's been mind-blowing how very transformative the last 9 weeks has been. And one thing that I know is that my entrepreneurial acumen has been sharpened beyond my imagination. And I cannot wait to put all these things into Boardroom Beverages and turn it into a global brand in the next 12 months. And finally, one of the most important things that I've learned is the power of your network, right? Because I've always been somebody who is introverted. I've recently tried to network, but I've not done that intentionally. So going out of the house now, I would, put measures in place to actually take my networking very, very seriously with, with key goals in mind.
Congratulations.
Precious, Pearl, Stephanie, Shirley, and Hope. These 5 have made it this far, but they still have another difficult lap ahead. And in that lap, one of them must be evicted, leaving the top 4 finalists to battle on. The stakes are much, much higher now. None of them wants to be that evicted one at this stage of the show.
So congratulations. Thank you very much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
It's Betano-The Next Titan Season 10 in association with FCMB.